right, Kyle, you had to finish up, great win to finish up this homestand, right? You finished up this 7-game homestand, offensive, efficient game, 7 guys in double figures. How important was it for you guys to keep your focus in this game with OKC struggling and finish out strong here at home?
You know, it's our job to be professionals, and you know they got a bunch of talent down there. They play hard, and you know we had to go out there and just do our job and stick with the game plan, and you know understand what our goal was and reach our goals, and just be a professional, professional effort.
All right, Kyle, let's talk about you for a second. The Heat are 15-2 when you make more than 3 threes. You had 4 tonight. You know I got to bring a stat to you, right? All right, Kyle, you've been so successful passing and setting up your team for success, but how did you get yourself going? It really looked like more of a Kyle Lowry offense out there tonight.
Just prepare myself to continue to get better and get a rhythm and get a groove and figure out where my spots are going to be on the floor a little bit more. Tonight with Jimmy being out and having the opportunity to be a little bit more aggressive, and we just got to go out there and continue to just building it better as a team, and for myself just get ready to turn it up a little bit more.
All right, as we look across the court there, we see another Toronto Raptor in the house. What's it like having him here, Hall of Famer Chris Bosh in the house, and seeing him tonight?
Like you said, Hall of Famer, is always an honor and a pleasure to have a guy like him around the building. He's a champion in his building, 2-time champion, Hall of Famer, gold medalist. His list goes on, and the respect that we have for him and what he's done for this organization, what he's done for the game of basketball, it's a good feeling to have him here.
Well, congratulations on the win tonight. Congratulations on your performance, and good luck in Philly. You got another tough one ahead.
Thank you. I appreciate it.
Thanks so much here with Duncan Robinson. Duncan, that was such an efficient offensive effort tonight. Last game of the homestand. How did you guys get that one done tonight? What contributed to so many people just being able to score tonight?
Yeah, just sharing the ball. Something we talk about a lot is enjoying other people's success. So moving the ball, creating opportunities for other people, and then, when they're able to capitalize on those, enjoy it. So just a lot of that, work we've been putting in practice coming to fruition.
Someone who was moving for you tonight was Bam. He was setting those screens. He was getting you open. You hit 200th three, I should say, for your 3rd consecutive year tonight. You finished with 5 threes tonight. How did you get yourself going?
When you play with guys that are super unselfish, it makes it a lot easier. Guys like Kyle, guys like Bam, Gabe, who want to get you the ball in your spots, PJ as well. So for me, I just try to go and be aggressive. And, Bam and I definitely have a connection. And, I know he's looking for me. And, when 2 jump out at me, I let it get the ball back to him and let him play on the backside.
You talk about guys setting you up for success. Kyle Lowry is one of those guys. He's been passing a lot lately, but his offense looked more like Kyle Lowry tonight.
Yeah, we love it when he's aggressive like that. That makes us our best version. So hopefully we see more of that moving forward.
Can we talk about Tyler Hero? Is there anything you haven't said? Let me ask it this way. What are you most impressed with, especially since the All-Star break? Is there one part of his game that he's improved on? I mean, he does so many things well.
Yeah, there's so much to be impressed about. I would just say his consistency, the fact that he brings it every single night. As a young player, it can be hard to establish that, and he's establishing himself as a star, that's for sure, and someone we can rely on every single night to put the ball in the basket and compete on both ends, and couldn't be happier for him. He deserves it. He works his tail off, and it's just a lot of hours coming to fruition.
Before I let you go, Duncan, Chris Bosh was in the house today, Hall of Famer, Olympic gold medalist. Did you get a chance to talk to him, and what was it like seeing him here tonight?
Just briefly. Just wanted to congratulate him, and obviously he has an incredible career, so much of which was in this jersey. So anytime you have a legend like that in the building, you definitely want to get a win. So happy we were able to do it for him.
Well, he was playing the role of analyst tonight, and he actually told Erik and John that he thinks Bam needs to shoot more threes. What do you think about that?
I love it. I'd love to see him let it fly.
Playing teams like this is kind of dangerous. Other than the 4th quarter, what did you like about the way you guys took care of business there?
Yeah, it was a professional win. I thought we had the right approach. Our prep yesterday, very good practice. Our prep before the game, and they're unique. They lead the league in drives, catch and goes. Anything that has something to do with an assault to the rim, and then they must teach it. But they're the best Euro step team in the league. Every single one of them on the majority of their drives, they drive, you cut them off chest on shoulder, and they'll Euro. If you cut them off there, they'll Euro the other way. just very good with that kind of stuff. So you have to be on point. You have to, be engaged physically, but also mentally. You have to be ahead of plays, before they happen. I thought we did a very good job with that.
Your approach to go smaller with Markieff, was that just something you wanted to get a look at, or was it matchup based on this particular matchup?
Yeah, a little bit of both. But, a lot of that was more matchup based. They just had so many drivers, attackers, and all that. And also, I wanted to find a game, if I could, to, not have to run Dwayne into the ground. Because he's been dealing with some things, and he's been able to go for sure. But this was a good opportunity just to get him some rest, feeling good, and get him ready for Monday.
Outside the game with CB back tonight, he didn't always get a lot of credit for kind of the way he was changing the game, his game and the game back in the day. With what's happening going in the Hall of Fame, is it good to see his place in the history of the game kind of cemented?
It really is, and there's so many things about that. That his career was cut short, but he really sacrificed, to be able to contribute to be the ultimate winner. And that takes incredible emotional stability, and that's what makes him such a special guy. But yes, he started the trend, and he and I joke about it, and we just did, after the game and in the hallway, about where we were doing some things that were not necessarily, conventional at that time. But you look at it now, we would have used them so much differently. It's crazy, like how much differently I would have used them. And I didn't have the library or the creativity, the thought process, at that time. And it's a shame, he really could have unlocked his skill level. He would be a perfect fit, with this team. And that would be with Bam. He'd be incredible. But the way he could space the floor, his skill level, his ability to draw fouls, his ability to put the ball on the floor and create in this kind of game now, if I just had the foresight at all to be able to see this ahead of time, he would have been even better if there's another level of Hall of Fame. So I'll take the hit on that one. But at least he's got the HOF, so there can't be too many regrets, right? And a couple of rings with that as well.
Erik, you mentioned not wanting to run Dedmon into the ground. PJ's probably more than you wanted to have him play this year. Yeah. What is it going to take for you to actually get him to not want to play in a game?
A couple bodyguards. No, really. Like every time I've like suggested it, he'll just laugh in my face. Sometimes he'll just like scowl at me. But we were able to get him some rest tonight. And this week has been very helpful for a lot of the guys. We were able to get some rest, recovery, but also work on our game and try to improve. You don't get many weeks like this ever in this association where you only play 2 games. So I think that'll really help. You'll see that benefit a lot of the guys, including PJ.
With the bodyguards and all the rest of that stuff. I mean, you do want to get him a little bit of a break before the postseason.
Yeah, we'll see. I think the schedule right now, I don't think we have to, but I'll be mindful on those back-to-backs. I'm not going to predetermine anything right now. And we'll just see when we get there. He'll be fine by Monday.
How much of a relief was it to see Tyler come back in there after that awkward landing there in the third quarter? And this is efficiency tonight.
I mean, we all had that feeling. I didn't even see the play. I was looking down the court, at their fast break that they were about to get, and then I saw him on the floor, and so it's one of those OSHIT moments. But he's young. These guys, it scared him more than anything. And so it just felt awkward when he fell. He twisted his ankle and his knee a little bit. Once he was able to gather himself and get a feel for it, go back to the locker room, get checked out by the trainers and Doc, they gave him the go ahead, and you could see that he was moving fine after that.
Just what did you think of Caleb's minutes being back, and specifically the versatility of the different lineups you can come in? Like, how easy is it to kind of just throw him in these different positions and lineups and him just going? Yeah,
he's that definition of a Swiss Army knife. You can plug him into a lot of different roles and with different lineups, and he'll find a way to make it work. And that's a credit to him and his versatility, how he works on his game. He can defend so many different positions. We've missed that. His presence on the ball. And then those plays in between. Those are winning plays that, don't necessarily show up anywhere, but they're the hustle plays, the deflections, the extra possessions, the tip outs, the cuts. All those different things just contribute to winning in a big-time way. And it was great to have him back.
Caleb, all we heard is how much you were itching to get back right away, the first day after, the first game after, the game after that. How good did it feel to come back? How much did you feel you were able to recapture your rhythm?
It feels great to be back. Obviously, I'm always trying to play. If I can go, I'm going to go. Obviously, it's this around the time I have to be smart, and obviously the coaches want me to be smart and take care of my body. But it was pretty easy to get back in rhythm. It took a little bit, just trying to find my spots and just get back to, getting in there playing with new guys and stuff like that. That's getting implemented. So, but I think it was pretty easy. We played the right way. So.
We got a glimpse of Markieff at the 5 for a good chunk of tonight, and obviously you're going to play alongside him. What changes when he's going to be, if he's the backup center?
Yeah. He's like a stretch. So, he does a great job being able to stretch the floor and open up those driving lanes. And obviously he has the ability to shoot it like a lot of other guys. But that's what he does. He can score the ball. So guys got to respect that. So whenever we drive, they kind of got to pick their poison sometimes. So it just puts us in a good position. And it puts them in bad spots and long closeouts.
Caleb, last year, the Heat tried to play small at times. They were obliterated on the boards in that series you might have seen against Milwaukee. So if there is a smaller ball approach, it'll mean the gang rebounding and things like that. How do you feel the rest of the lineup, if Markieff is cast at a 5, can help compensate for the lack of height and maybe bulk?
Yeah, that just means we have to take more pride on the perimeter to come in and grab more rebounds. We got to do our job as the wings and the guards to come and help the bigs, because obviously and that's one thing Keith emphasized when he came in at the 5. He said, look, I'm going to just get the big off the board. Y'all come in and get y'all 7 apiece. And so that's just that just says a lot about the guys that come in. It's just that play selfless basketball. He's been out for months, so he could easily be like, hey, y'all box out, let me get my 7, let me get my 10. So especially at every big in the league, they tell the guards, this is my boy, y'all make sure y'all box out, I want to get the rebound. So it just says a lot about our group that it doesn't matter who gets it, as long as we get it done.
On the topic of those smaller lineups, when you're at the 4 and Bam's at the 5, it's usually those type of lineups that get out and run, specifically when Kyle's at the point. Just is that an indication, those specific lineups, that when these 5 enter, you're going to get out and run, or is it kind of just in the natural flow that things just happen?
Yeah, obviously anytime Kyle has the ball, I'm trying to be a wide receiver, you know what I mean? And obviously with Bam, him pushing the pace too off the rebounds, you can never be asleep when it's time to go with them guys. So they're always looking to push the pace, and they're always looking up, and they like to mix in home run plays. So with me, I just try to do my job regardless if it's them or somebody else in, to create pressure on the wings and make sure I run guys out of plays and just run with a purpose. So it's always fun, and it's really crazy to me that Gabe has picked up a lot from Kyle doing that too. I feel the same type of style when Gabe's in too. He's pushing the pace, he's looking up, he's trying to throw passes and throw lobs. So he's really picked a lot from Kyle, and it's really shown from him.
All right, Caleb, that's it. Thank you.
Appreciate y'all.